always think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Cut, 280. Swing out, fan. Gun. That's me.
On first down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Throwing on second down. Allen. And it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's got his man, Hilton. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down on Patriots.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson. Going to throw again. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
from the 41. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
Quick dash. Come.
Check 10. One left.
This is Carson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go 14.
From the 24, Wilson. Escaping the pressure. The ball comes out. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Look left.
Time right. 4 down.
Hey, good touch.
Here's Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Bang out. Bam.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Tight end's right.
Got it.
Check. 4 down.
Here's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Slot that.
Check three. But, you gotta get the point.
Go, 4 down. Echo. Good job right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Check 25.
Alert.
It's great. 57's the mic. I'm coming. Watch out.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
4 down.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 40.
On second and very short, Allen, and his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Right there in the middle, 55. All day, just like that.
Allen now on first down. Flip. Allen hit. He lost the football.
In plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They're going to go for now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 25 yards out. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Kill. Shoot.
Good job right there.
Check 43.
Undercrunch.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, 0.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch the pass.
Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Right here, double count. Alert, 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 alert. Gun, gun, gun. Move. Yeah, 12.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, Geronimo Allison, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, here we go.
To throw again. Allen. Stepping up. He's going to keep it.
Allen on the keeper.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go. Shoot.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Complete to Hilton. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 44, Allen escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the cover. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Double time. Even. 4th down. Even.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penning. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body. And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke. Yep. Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion. What's that? It wasn't an interception. Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first.